Morning, Domas. If you could just describe the past 12 hours since the loss, the play and loss, and just what that's been like with the departure of Monty and now the hiring of Scott.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I'm hearing news as the meetings go on. So yeah, I don't have much to say right now. Just trying to take it all in.
Domas, when you look at your future, it's been widely reported that you want to know some answers on where the direction goes within this organization. What factors are you thinking about and considering when you're asking about being in Sacramento long term?
First of all, I want to say I love it here. I want to stay here. I want to win here. I also do want to know what's going to happen. All these things are happening so quick. I want to get together with the new people, whoever comes in. And really try to get this right. And get it back to where it was year one.
Domas, along those lines, do you want to have a say? Like, if you are in the cards for this going forward, do you want to have an active voice and like a say in maybe directions and decisions going forward?
Yeah, I wish that would be great. To trust some of your guys who've been here longer on how to try and change things around.
I guess along those lines, you just said you're kind of learning of the news as it's happening. Did anybody consult you at all, whether that be with the Monty decision or the hiring or anything?
No, nothing at all.
And then can I just ask you about Keegan Murray? Had a little bit of an up and down season offensively. Obviously, he took on a larger defensive role this year, but how would you just evaluate Keegan's season?
He stayed professional. He stayed working. It's only his third year, and this is probably my craziest year in the league too. So for him to go through that really early, I'm happy he had some good vets around him. That we could help him out and get through the year. And he really embraced his role as it changed throughout the season.
Domas, Doug Christie, you work with him a lot, been to your home country. I just wanted to get your thoughts on him and the work that he did this season, which was in some really extreme circumstances.
Yeah, he loves the team, he loves the franchise, he loves the city. He's gonna give everything he has, every day, and I feel like that's why we work so good. We were just together in the office talking. If he does get the job, what's gonna happen this summer? Who am I gonna work with and stuff like that. So I love Doug to death. And we'll see what happens.
Domas, we didn't have a chance to ask you last night, just your thoughts on last night's game and your personal performance, and just the frustration you might have had with the result of last night and how it all went in that second quarter.
I just feel like we had a plan that we practiced, 3 days, and we didn't execute the plan, nor defense or offense, and that was the outcome.
Domas, Demar talked a little bit about the need for some tweaks. Obviously, this team went through a lot of injuries, a lot of changes, ups and downs, and it's understandable that it would be hard to be cohesive on the court. What, in your estimations, do you agree with that there needs to be some tweaks, and maybe where would be a spot that you think?
The biggest thing is we need a point guard, that's for sure.
Domas, I know it's still raw last night, but how do you guys move?
We just want to get this right. I feel like the locker room is a great group of guys who want to really compete, do the right things, put in the work, and wherever this organization wants to go with the next steps that happen over the past couple hours, it's good with us. We just want to be heard, and really know where things are going to go forward.
Domas, you're talking about how you're kind of learning all this as it comes. Are these the kind of things that you would wish that maybe you had more, that were maybe communicated more with you, or is that just kind of the role of the player in this league, and this is what you guys have to deal with?
I think it's kind of the role of the player in this league. Obviously there are some franchises that do that with some players, but not everybody gets that luxury, which is totally fine. But yeah, like I said before, things have just been happening so quick.
Domas, you talk about, kind of being involved in this stuff and talking about how to change things around. Like, what's top of mind for you when you think of how to change things around or make improvements here?
I would say just, this year there was a new coach, new everything. Changes happen throughout the year, so it's obviously tough to try and fix things together. But we can organize everything throughout the summer, so going into training camp and season, everybody has a role and a position and a job and knows what to do. That would be very helpful.
Tomas, given everything that happened this season from
It's probably one of the best locker rooms I've been a part. Guys are great, you know, guys love hanging out with each other on and off the court, and yeah, I have no complaints with that.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Tomas.
Have a great summer.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.